the weekend against Watford, and also just looking back on this date throughout our history, just picking out a couple of what I consider to be key games. So going to the game on Saturday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, just walking up to the ground, there really was a buzz, there was an air of expectation and expectancy, everybody was in a good mood, and you could sense that times are good. Chance obviously to go top of the table, which doesn't happen too often, let's be honest, but on the back of the results on Saturday, there was a real genuine feel that a home game against Watford shouldn't be too difficult, and so it proved. It wasn't one-sided, far from it, but we did what we had to do. Lloris didn't really have a save to make, defended well. Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer, they're playing incredibly at the moment. It's like having a brand new central defensive partnership. They're just doing so well. Haven't put a foot wrong, and we've got obviously Romero to come in as well, who on Thursday against Passos de Ferreira really looked like he was a player there. I'm speaking on the morning of transfer deadline day, so maybe other options could become available for us as well during the course of today, but time will tell on that. But Hill on Thursday also looked good, and he's going to give us an attacking option, and I think a good pre-season for Lo Celso gives us further options in the final third of the field as well. I know last season it was a bit stop-start for him, but my opinion is he's a player that likes to get the ball, he looks up and likes to play it forward. He's not square or even backwards type player. He likes to play in the right direction, he likes to play it forward, and hopefully it's like having a new player for us. So yeah, the goal, somewhat fortuitous perhaps, it was obviously a cross, Sonny admitted that, but they all count, and yet to concede. We're top of the table, our nearest and dearest down the road are at the other end of the table, and well, that's never happened before either, so and not with our 100% record of keeping a clean sheet. So yeah, good times ahead I think, and there's a real spring in our step, and we've got the international break coming up. Hope and pray that everybody comes back injury free, and yeah, we go again against Crystal Palace in a couple of weeks' time. It's not the first time actually we've gone top of the table at this stage of the season. Back in 2002 we beat Southampton on the 31st of August, which is this date obviously. That's the programme from that particular game. How much did it cost? It cost £3. There you go. Hasn't gone up too much, so £3.50 these days. But Les Ferdinand gave us the lead on 10 minutes. Mauricio Taricco scored an own goal that day for Southampton as they drew level, but a late penalty in stoppage time, if I'm not mistaken, from Teddy Sheringham sent us home happy and top of the league going into the international break. So, a bit of an omen, as I think we reached, we did okay that season as well. So, 1977 on this day, we beat Wimbledon at home 4-0 in the League Cup. And that's the programme from that particular game. How much was it? 15 pence. So a bit of a different type programme. About 16 pages in all. A bit thinner than they are now. Certainly take up less room in my collection of home programmes. 4-0 that day, as I said. Keith Osgood with a penalty. He didn't miss a penalty, Keith Osgood. He knew how to dispatch them. And a John Duncan hat-trick. So they were the players of the day. Interesting always to look back at the players and the programmes of that particular day. And the cover, I love that kit. And the tracksuit as well, with Keith Birkinshaw at the front. Pat Jennings in amongst them, young Glenn Hoddle, Barry Daines, Jerry Armstrong, Steve Perryman, of course, John Gorman, who was assistant manager with Glenn for England. Anyway, always nice to look back on those. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Positive, real feel-good factor around the place at the moment. Let's hope that can continue. Let's hope it will continue, and we will build on that, and we go again against Crystal Palace when we come back, and hopefully we can maintain our 100% record and keep yet another clean sheet. All the best, and up the Spurs.